Hey YouTube, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. If you've been watching me since I've been posting videos, you've noticed that I've only posted videos on coin roll hunting, but I also am interested in metal detecting. It's something that I started doing about 2.5 years ago. This will be my third summer coming up, and so I just wanted to show you the equipment that I've been using over the last couple of years. The weather is warming up here in the Midwest where I'm at in Iowa. The ground is thawing out, and so I'll be getting into this and hopefully posting some videos on metal detecting. But just wanted to show you what I've been using, and so I'll just start here with the metal detector. This is my first metal detector. This is the Garrett Ace 350, and this is an earlier model, so it doesn't have the digital target ID on it. I bought this used from somebody, and they had used it for a couple of seeded hunts. A gentleman had a couple of sons, and he bought a pair of these for them to use. They used it for basically just a couple of times and then decided to sell it. So I bought it from him, and it's been a great machine for me, at least. Found a lot of neat stuff. And anyway, so this I think is a great entry-level machine. So yeah, this has been a great machine for me to use just getting started. It's a great coin hunting machine. I took it to a lot of schools, dug up a lot of copper-clad change. I found silver coins with it, silver jewelry. A really good entry-level machine. I've been very happy with it. So again, this is the Ace 350. Comes with the standard 8.5 by 11 double D coil. I also purchased the, I believe it's the 5 by 8 double D coil. Used that a couple of times in some heavily trashed areas. That helps out quite a bit. Some of the other tools that I have here, I started with, and it's not here for whatever reason, I can't find it, but I had the Lesh hand digging tool with a serrated edge on it. I started with that, and then I purchased the Lesh Samson digging shovel here. I actually prefer using that, and I really actually use this exclusively. I don't even use the hand tool really anymore for what I've used it for up to this point. And then I purchased the Garrett Pro Pointer 2. This is a must-have if you're metal detecting. Gotta have one of these. I did not buy that at the same time that I bought the metal detector, and that was kind of interesting. When I first got my metal detector, I hunted my own front yard, and I did not have a pinpointer. I destroyed my front lawn. Basically, I would cut a plug. I would cut that in half, use the metal detector to figure out which half, then I would cut that half in half again. Long story short, I killed my lawn. It was awesome. So gotta have one of these. Absolutely a must. Okay, yeah, so definitely gotta have one of those if you're going to get into metal detecting, or at least it should be something that you get fairly soon after you get your detector. Knee pads are a must. Save your knees, guys. A lot of getting up and down on the ground, or at least a foam pad or something that you can kneel down on. Your knees can't handle it, at least mine can't. So those are a must. Get yourself a nice pair of gloves here. Actually, I think these are worn. I have a different pair, yeah. But those, if you don't want to get your hands all dirty, your hands will get raw and calloused and bloodied, and you don't want to be sticking your hand down in a hole and get cut by a piece of metal or a razor blade or anything else. There's a lot of nasty stuff in the ground there. So I also got myself one of these LED head light things here. I love hunting at night. I don't have to deal with people. It's peaceful. I can go places without being bothered or disturbed. Hunting at night is awesome. I really enjoy it. So this is a must-have for that as well. So let's see. I also have Last year, I took the family. We went on a beach vacation, so I took my detector with me, and I did purchase one of these. This is just a handheld sand scoop. We're actually going to be going on vacation here shortly, and I'm going to be heading to the beach again, so we'll be taking that with. That's always nice to have if you're going to be doing some beach hunting. So yeah, we're going to be heading out on vacation with another family. We're going to be doing some metal detecting, and with that said, I actually have upgraded my metal detector. And not that I'm retiring this one by any means, but it was time for an upgrade to a little bit more sophisticated machine, and I will show you that right now. Okay, here it is. I ended up going with the Garrett AT Max. Before this came out, I was kind of had my mind made up to get the AT Pro. I think I'm used to their machines with the one that I already have. I was comfortable with it. I liked the way it looked, liked the way that it fit in my hand. So I was planning on getting the AT Pro, and then this thing came out. And so I decided to go ahead and get this, and I'll tell you the reason why is because of the wireless headphones. I'm a person of convenience. I cannot stand having myself attached to my machine every time I want to dig a hole, either take the headphones off or I just feel like I'm attached to them. It's a pain in the butt. So I decided to spring for a few extra dollars and go with this because of that right there. So anyway, I already opened this up to take a peek at it, but I'll just open it up here real quick, kind of show the contents. Got the bag or the holder to hold the machine in. Came with a hat, instruction manual, calendar for 2018, and then here's the MS3 Z-Link wireless headphones. Here's the main body, and yeah, coils under here. Anyway, most people have probably seen these. If not, you can go look at a picture. I don't want to take this out because it took me a while to get it back in the box. But anyway, hoping to get some use out of this. I'm going to be taking this on our trip with us to the beach, and hoping to break it in there and see if we can find some cool stuff. I wanted to upgrade just for a couple of different reasons. One, kind of getting, I wouldn't say bored with my other machine, with my 350, but it's limited on what it can do. It's great for finding the things that it did, but I wanted something with a little bit more depth, something that could discriminate a little bit better, and I like a challenge, so I'm excited to learn a new machine, and so we'll see how this goes. I know there's going to be a big learning curve, but I enjoy figuring that stuff out, so I'm excited to get this thing out and start using it this summer, and hoping to go back to my parents' house. They have a house from the 1800s, and I used my Ace 350 there. Didn't find a whole lot, but I know there's got to be stuff in the ground, so I'm hoping I can take this back, and after I get some use out of it and kind of learn it, hoping to go back and see if we can dig some stuff out of there, as well as some other permissions that I have access to. So anyway, that's the new machine. Looking forward to using that, and I'm hoping to get some footage of the beach when we go, and so hopefully I'll have something to show for that. But definitely looking forward to doing some videos on metal detecting now that the spring is coming up, and so we'll add that to our coin roll hunting library that we have. So anyway, at this time I want to show you some of the finds that I made with the Ace 350 over the last couple of years. So let's do that now. Okay, so here are some of the finds that I made over the last couple of years hunting with the Garrett Ace 350. And this is by no means everything. This is just a very small portion of some of the things, but what I wanted to do was show you some of the more exciting finds, I guess. I've got some jewelry here, I've got some silver coins, just because I wanted to show people that might not be familiar with metal detecting and particular detectors in general as to what they're capable of. I consider the ACE 350 an entry-level machine, and it was able to find these things here. Now, I probably could have found a lot more with a more sophisticated machine, and that's why I ended up upgrading to the AT Max, as I just got done showing you. But I was very impressed with what the ACE 350 did, and my experience just starting out metal detecting, and being able to find these things that I have laid out here really made the experience and getting started in the hobby just totally worth it. And so I just wanted to share some of those things with you. One of my earliest finds was this. It's a 1963 1 penny, and this is a British coin, I believe. But I found this in an elementary schoolyard. And so I'm assuming probably some kid grabbed this out of his dad's or grandfather's drawer or collection or whatever, wanted to show his buddies at school, and ended up dropping it on the school or the playground. And so that was a pretty cool find. That was exciting. I found these at a school, and it was interesting. I found 3 of them in the same schoolyard. These are, and I had to do some research on this. It says Davenport City Lines, Iowa. And these are, I researched them and found out that these were bus tokens for the bus lines that ran in the city here, in the area where I'm at, back in the mid-50s. And to ride the bus, you had to have these tokens. And so this is a little piece of history here. And I thought it was cool. I found 3 of them. Not even on the same hunt. It was on, I think it was 3 separate hunts throughout the year. I came back to the same school, and I ended up finding 3 of those. So that was pretty cool. Neat little piece of history there. I found some silver coins here. This one here is near and dear to me. This was my very first silver coin that I ever found metal detecting. I was at a park. It was a 1944 Mercury dime, the Denver Mint mark. That was an incredible hunt and find for me. I remember how excited I was when I found that. So I remember exactly where it was at in the park, what time of the day, and all that fun stuff. So I have a 1937 Washington quarter. I found this at a permission at an 1800s house. That was pretty cool. And then I found a 1950 Washington quarter. I found this at an old park in the Colorado Springs area out in Denver out in Colorado, is what I meant, last summer. So that was pretty cool. This here is a sterling silver ring. I found this in the same schoolyard that I found these tokens in. Sterling silver. That was pretty cool. This is was my first silver ring that I found. This one here is pretty cool. This is sterling as well. I found this at a different park. Really nice antique ring there. You can see it says sterling on the inside. Really cool ring. I found this in one of the yards of my in-laws' property. Let's see here. There we go. It says 925 on the inside there. Another sterling ring. Found this in a schoolyard, a little Viking head. I don't see any marks on it, but it looks like it could be a sterling charm. Either way, I thought it was a pretty neat little find, so that was cool. And I found this in the schoolyard of my daughter's school. And let's see here. can see on there, 925. And that actually is just the chain portion of this is sterling. This is some other metal, I do not remember. But this was a pretty neat find. I looked this up, and I believe retail on this is like, I don't know, I think it was like around $150. So that was a pretty cool find. One of the coolest things that I found in one of the most unlikely places is this next one here. Actually, the last one that I'm going to show you. I put it in this book here. And it's actually the coin that's in my little avatar thing for my YouTube account. It is this 1875 Indian head cent. And I found this in a park in my neighborhood. I was doing a night hunt, and the park really isn't that old. The neighborhood itself was developed in the late 70s, early 80s, and the land there is not really that old as far as being developed. And where I found it was in between a parking lot and a sidewalk, it was really weird. I couldn't believe it when I found it, but I'm not sure exactly how a coin like this would have ended up in that location where it was at. Maybe it just got dropped. I don't know, or maybe it was brought in. Some fill dirt was brought in from another older location. But either way, beautiful coin. Really excited to find that. So these are just some of the finds that I made with my Ace 350 over the last couple of summers, just getting into metal detecting, and I've been having a blast with it, and I plan on doing it for a long time. My kids enjoy doing it with me, and so I look forward to spending some time with them, teaching them how to use the machines, and they have a blast with that, and of course I have a blast just being out there with them. So anyway, if you haven't metal detected, get yourself one. If you know somebody that's got one, take it out, and it's definitely something that's very enjoyable, and you find a lot of cool stuff. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to posting more metal detecting videos, so stay tuned for those as the spring is upon us here. And until then, we'll see you guys later.